So today on our show, we would like to welcome someone. So we are genuinely honored to have her on our show. Before we embark on this conversation, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude for joining us on this platform. Her journey is nothing short of extraordinary, from beginning her career in government sectors to thriving in the corporate world, then stepping into the limelight through singing, beauty pageants, acting, and modeling. And now she's signing as an Instagram influencer and dancer. Not to mention her role as a torchbearer in organizing fashion events, showcasing her incredible entrepreneurial spirit. Is truly a tapestry of diverse pursuits, each one inspiring in its own right. So, we would like to welcome on our show Miss Nivedita. Hello, Nivedita. How are you? Welcome to our show. We are so glad to have you on our show.
Hi Shanu, thank you so much for calling me to your show, and I'm really doing great. And thanks a lot for inviting me to the
हाँ,
show.
we are really honored. How are you? आप कैसे हो? बिल्कुल सही.
बहुत बहुत अच्छा, बस भगवान की दुआ और
भगवान
आप
की
जैसे दोस्तों की दुआ.
थैंक यू सो मच, थैंक यू सो मच इतनी तारीफ के लिए. तो फिर पॉकंग शुरू करते हैं. तो पहले आप गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर में काम करते थे और गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर इज कंसिडर्ड वन ऑफ द मोस्ट सिक्योर जॉब्स मानी जाती है, जिसमें आपको मतलब सिक्योरिटी रहती है, जॉब की सिक्योरिटी रहती है. तो उस जॉब की सिक्योरिटी से निकल के आपने एक ऐसा कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड चुना. व्हाट वाज द मोटिवेशन बिहाइंड इट कि यू वांटेड टू लाइक गेट आउट ऑफ द होल योर व्हाट वाज द मोटिवेशन बिहाइंड लीविंग सच अ जॉब विद सो मच सिक्योरिटी? लोग तो मतलब पागल होते हैं गवर्नमेंट के पीछे, आपने तो छोड़ दिया, तो फिर ऐसा क्यों?
बस बोल सकती हूँ कि भगवान का कॉलिंग था और गवर्नमेंट जॉब से ज़्यादा आई वांटेड टू एक्सप्लोर द वर्ल्ड थ्रू कॉर्पोरेट एंड आई कुड do multiple things while interacting with multiple global clients, global stakeholders. Maybe it was a calling from God to try something else. And it was a good journey in government. But I can say I enjoyed more in corporate. Yeah.
Okay, so talking about the mindset that the people have in government sector and the corporate sector, the government sector has their different mindset people, and the corporate sector have their own. So what was the what difference that you find in the mindset of the people between the corporate sector and the government sector? जो लोगों का mindset था, चाहे वो काम के लेके हो, पर्सनल लाइफ को लेके हो, ग्रोथ को लेके हो, तो वो उसमें क्या डिफरेंस आपको लगा?
Government job is all about having the stability, which everyone enjoys, whoever does. But corporate may don't you think people can think more, in a perspective of global relationship with multiple clients, multiple stakeholders, multiple, employees, where you can explore the world and you can learn a different diversified thing. That's what the mindset I saw और मैं enjoy भी करती हूँ वो. Yeah.
Did you had any childhood dream to pursue any particular profession in your childhood? मतलब बचपन से.
अच्छा, childhood से I always wanted to be a fairy tale actress always. So maybe it is in Bollywood or maybe in Hollywood. Yeah.
Oh, so you wanted to become an actress or a model or something like that from the beginning.
Yes.
So that was a childhood dream, but you ended in government sector. So tell me something. Were you fascinated about the music also? आप म्यूजिक के प्रति भी मतलब अट्रैक्टेड थे? टेल मी समथिंग अबाउट इट.
यस म्यूज़िक के लिए मैं बचपन से बहुत अट्रैक्टेड थी और मैं बहुत सारे शोज़ में भी पार्टिसिपेट की हूँ और by God's grace, I was able to audition in India's Got Talent, The Voice, and even IDS Rocks India, where I went till certain rounds in audition round. And yes, and I also did some classical concerts in Hindustani classical, along with my guru, who is S. Balesji, who is a Padma Shri Award. And also I have done multiple shows, concerts and all with singer Chitra, and also we had multiple Indian classical singers. And I enjoyed those phases where I did concerts, I did multiple shows. Yeah.
So you had your formal training under your guru, and how old were you when you started your formal training in music?
I was in my early 20s.
You were in your early 20s.
Yeah.
And then from your musical industry, you switched to acting and modeling. How come that?
Yeah, so if I say I'm a number 5 in numerology, and number 5 people always explores multiple things in their life. Maybe that is a calling from God. So that's why I have tried my luck in modeling, even in beauty pageantry. And if I talk about beauty pageantry, I got a national beauty pageantry title, which is Mrs. Corporate India Inspiration 2019. That was for India. label beauty pageantry, you can say. And yes, that's how I started doing modeling, since beauty pageantry is related to modeling in a way. So I kept on doing it, and about acting, it just came organically. The time when I was doing modeling, and even the beauty pageantry thing, production houses started to reach me for certain short movies, and I did some short movies in Hindi language. Uh, One movie has released, which is Chal. It released in an application called as Star Prime Videos, and another romantic short movie is going to release. It is in production. Yeah.
Okay, so you have acted also. You were in
Yes.
the acting industry also. So you had a formal training in the acting also, or you were like only all natural?
So frankly speaking, whatever I have done so far, I have not taken any formal training from childhood. I just got to do somehow. And yeah, if I must talk about training, though I was singing from childhood, some of my friends kept on telling me that why don't you take some training in Hindustani classical, since you have a voice, probably you can make it better. That's the reason I started learning Hindustani classical from my Guruji S. Balesi and his sons. Yeah, that was for maybe 1.5 years, if I must say. Yeah, that's how it happened.
Okay, so how difficult is it to like for a beginner for if he's from some other industry? It is how difficult for a beginner to go in some industry which is new to him, like acting industry, modeling industry, like he is a beginner. So how tough is for a person to get mixed well into it? How long it takes and how difficult is it?
I totally agree that if you're trying something else which is new for you, you will find many difficulties wherever you go, be it singing, dancing, acting, beauty pageantry, or corporate world. Wherever you go, you will find difficulties for sure. But जब भगवान रहते हैं आपके साथ, तो you can do anything, because if you have that in mind that someone is guiding you, so you will not worry about what other think about you. You will eventually make friends and you will do some wonder.
And then came Instagram to you, and you became an Instagram creator, a content creator, and influencer. So how did that came to you? Like from acting and modeling, then became an Instagram influencer. What was in your mind when you were first stepping into the Instagram world?
Okay, so since I was doing multiple stuffs in entertainment world, if you remember when TikTok came to this world, I started making videos through TikTok, and I started gaining maybe more than 60K of followers that time when it started. And when TikTok was banned in India, we started doing the videos in Instagram Reels, and that's how I started the journey with Instagram. And I started making videos for content creations. I started making videos as an influencer too, and that's how brands started approaching me for promoting their brands as an online advertisement, if I say. So that's how it started, and that's how I'm just continuing the journey of being the content creator as of now. Yeah.
So throughout your Instagram journey, who helped you the most? Like your friends, your brother, your sister, your mother, or your husband? She's married, by the way. So okay. So who was the person who helped you the most throughout your journey? Whether you were in government sector, whether you were in corporates, or whether you were pursuing some Instagram career, who was the person behind the curtains who helped? Who was always there for you?
So for me, I must say that all my family members have given the support I needed, and with my family I had very much good friends who always supported me. And other than friends and family, I had the strangers who helped me a lot, because I believe that if God is sending someone to your life to help you in some ways, it's not necessary that you will get support only from your family or friends. It can be from anyone, from any strangers. So I have got support from everyone in my life, whoever has come to my life, in all the walks of life. Yeah.
Strangers mean your colleagues.
Strangers can be my colleagues, or maybe those people who help me. Let's say if it was acting, it may be the sport boy. If it is modeling, maybe the photographer. What I'm trying to say is, whoever came to my life to do something in life. I always have the gratitude for them because they were the reason, I'm here. And I'm not telling that I have become someone so great, but yeah, whatever I have become, it was always because of my family, friends, and the strangers God sent for me.
Okay. So, how long have you been married?
It's been 8 years as of now. Yeah.
So you were there when you were married. You were on Instagram doing influencing.
Yes.
Before marriage or after marriage you started?
I already started 10 years back.
Okay.
Yeah. Then, if I must say about the TikTok journey, I started 10 years back, and when TikTok got banned, then the Instagram came into picture. Yeah.
And tell me about your partner. Like, did he supported your Instagram journey?
Yes, of course, he is so cool. Yeah, so he's the coolest partner I have ever got. Because we were best friends. Yeah, and then we kind of thought maybe हम दोनों एक दूसरे को बर्दाश्त कर सकते हैं, चलो मैरिज कर लेते हैं. So we got into marriage, and yeah, we both are the supporter for life.
And how was the response from his family, knowing that you are doing content creation and everything? Was it a positive response?
The Indian family, as you know, they are kind of traditional enough. But I have a personality. If I'm doing something, I make sure that I'm convincing family to make them feel secure about it. And they're secured as of now.
Okay, talking about Instagram journey, how long did it take to gain such good followers? You have like almost very good followers in the Instagram right now. So how long was the journey? How long did it took to reach to that stage? And what did it take? What did it take for it is ऐसा बोला जाता है आजकल की ऑर्गेनिक बहुत कम इन्फ्लुएंसर्स होते हैं. बहुत सारे इन्फ्लुएंसर ऑर्गेनिक नहीं होते. वो किसी एजेंसी के पास जाते हैं कुछ जो आई एम ट्राइंग टू से. ठीक है, तो क्या एक पर्सन जो एक इंस्टाग्राम इन्फ्लुएंसर है ऑर्गेनिक तरीके से भी अच्छे इन्फ्लुएंसर्स या अच्छे फॉलोअर्स गेन कर सकता है या नहीं कर सकता? इस बारे में बताइए.
यस, तो मेरा जर्नी तो ऑलमोस्ट 10 ईयर से ज़्यादा रहा है. तो मेरे पास जो भी फॉलोअर्स है ऑलमोस्ट अराउंड 100K आई हैव. तो वो 10 ईयर्स से बनाया गया है क्योंकि आई हैड डिफरेंट जॉनरेज ऑफ एंटरटेनमेंट, be it singing, acting, or modeling, or beauty pageantry, or corporate world, wherever I have tried my luck. So I have my followers from those industries, and it took long time to build that. Yes, and the more value you create for the brands or for the people, the followers will be attracted to you. Okay, and yeah, so that's how I have built my followers as of now, and hopefully it will become more if I work harder and if I get blessings or good wishes from everyone around my life. Yeah.
Have you had any have you admired someone like a celeb? Any celeb? Have you admired someone when you was doing your Instagram journey? Any influencer that you admire कि इसकी तरह बनना है? तो ऐसा कोई person, ऐसी कोई personality आपके जहन में थी?
Yeah, so if it is about influencer, I personally love, Ranveer Alavadia from India. If it is about Indian influencer, even I like Prajakta Kohli. Even she also started like me, creating short videos randomly, and somehow it ended up becoming famous and viral. So yeah, I love those two influencers in India. They have made good names in industry so far.
And talking about the Instagram, people often talk about the dark side of the Instagram also, dark side of the social media. So is there a dark side of social media where people usually don't talk about? Is there any?
Dark side, yes. In life, as you know that, positives भी होता है, negatives भी होता है life में. Wherever you go, in whatever industries you go. तो social media में भी है, so you'll have lots of stalkers, So I have faced many situations like that who used to, put DMs like continuously with weird messages, weird photos, which you cannot even see them. So yeah, it has negatives, and people may stalk you if they come to know your address
Oh
somehow.
my god.
They may stalk you and they may put problems in your life, but you have to very sure how you can put your safety first. So you have to make sure that you are keeping your safety first while you're doing social media activities in whatever platforms you're doing.
Weird messages like threat messages and obscene messages you might influencers like you receive, and what kind of impact these messages throw on your mind, your mindset, like tell me about it. Like
Yeah.
influencers needs to be strong, I guess, then,
Yes.
especially women influencers.
Yeah, because there are different mindsets in this world, right? So you will find many people who are so jealous about you. Even the girls, have got messages from girls who are so jealous. Out of jealousy, they have sent messages, to make me feel down, because they're jealous, because they're not able to do the things which I'm able to do it. And initially it was hurtful, but eventually I learned how to tackle them and how to avoid them, and how to use Instagram features to avoid these messages or charts or whatever is hampering my peace. So yeah, somehow I was able to tackle it.
Have you ever reported any DM or
Yes.
any particular profile to the authorities or to the department, police department? Have you ever done that?
I have reported to Instagram team so
Mhm.
far.
Mhm.
Yeah, and some frauds were there. I have reported to even some online like crime agencies.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Cybersecurity.
Yes.
Okay. So whenever you make a reel, do you read the comments generally, or you no my comments keep putting, I'm just gonna do my work. So you read the comment, read every single comment, some of the comments, or not at all?
So I always make sure that whoever are my followers, I am making sure that they are feeling valued. So I try to find some time to read those if possible. If not, I have my team who reads those messages and let me know if I am missing some messages which are really valuable. So they keep on telling me that you're supposed to respond to them. And so I try my best to read those how much ever I can, though I cannot read all the messages because it is sometimes more than 1,000, sometimes more than 300, 400 messages in DMs or in comments. I try my best to read, but somehow I'm not able to read everything. I'm sorry for that, my followers, and don't blame me for that. So yeah, but I try my best.
So can you recall any one of the most sweetest message by a fan ever that give you strength or motivation, like one of the sweetest DM or sweetest comment or any motivational comment that you ever received? So tell me, is there any special message that you ever received?
Yeah, I have got many, but if I must tell you about any one message, there was a fan from Kerala
Yeah.
who was like, he was literally crying in the text that, is it possible to meet you at least in this lifetime, at least once, just to see you? Then, and I thought, oh God, I have this kind of fans in my life, and he was literally crying, and he was literally telling me that at least one day you meet me, and I will think that God has made my life, and you are the goddess for me. Literally he told me this text that you're goddess for me, and I'll be your like what they say, who does the puja and all those stuff. So he told in that perspective, I want to be the person who wants to do the puja for you. And I was literally like laughing or smiling in heart that okay, maybe I have some fans who loves me, and I'm thankful to God for that.
Okay. So have you ever been recognized in the public? You might be even very easily recognized in the public. So how you deal with that? So मतलब कोई मेट्रो में फैन मिल गया, अरे मैम वन सेल्फी, आप कहीं कहीं किसी पार्टी में गए और मैम वन सेल्फी, किसी मॉल में रहे, ये जो मैम है और वन सेल्फी, तो कभी कभी आपके साथ ऐसा हुआ है, एंड ऐसा होता है तो हाउ डू डील विद दैट?
येस येस आई हैव सीन दैट। जब मैं बैंगलोर में थी, जब मैं चेन्नई में थी, इवन कि पुणे में भी ऐसा मेरे साथ हुआ है। तो या इट फील्स ग्रेट एंड दे हैव टेकन सेल्फीज विद मी एंड द मोमेंट आई गेट दोज मोमेंट्स राइट, आई फील gratitude inside that whatever God has given me so far, I'm thankful to God. Maybe I'm not a big shot, but yeah, whatever I'm trying to do, whatever I'm exploring in entertainment industry, maybe I'm giving some messages to people to try their luck whatever they love, and people are loving me for that and I'm thankful for that always.
Okay, so tell me about the brand collaborations. The most of the revenue that is influence generated from the brand collaborations. So all the brand collaborations are genuine, or is there any hitch or an English between the brand collaborations? And do they maintain your identity? They maintain your identity and respect your values, or else you have to do something beyond your values that अंतरात्मा परमिट नहीं करती. तो ब्रांड कोलैबोरेशन के बारे में थोड़ा सा बताइए, इसको थोड़ा सा एलेबरेट कीजिए, क्योंकि बहुत से लोग इस बारे में जानना चाहते हैं कि हाउ डू इन्फ्लुएंसर रियली अर्न एंड हाउ व्हाट इज सपोज्ड टू डू अबाउट इट.
Okay, so see, as I said, in every industry you have positives and negatives. So definitely there will be some brands who will be approaching you for doing certain promotions which is not aligning with your moral value. And I'm a person who always aligns with moral values always, and I always think if I'm doing something, whether it will be liked by my family, whether it will be liked by the followers, whether it will be liked by my God to whom I pray. So I always think about that, and if it doesn't align with those morality, I don't do those, even if it is of more cost or more value. So I always see the morality in all kinds of work I do. So that's how I operate always.
So does Instagram influencing has a lot of money?
I must say, whoever does it for full time, it does have scope for making big in market. And for me, I'm just starting. I can say that I'm just starting. Even if it has become 10 years, still I feel that I'm still starting. I'm still a beginner, and I'm still in some stage where I'm earning good. But to make it big, we have to give more efforts, more time. That's what I feel.
Okay, because many people are switching their normal career with the Instagram influencing in the social media. लोग ये सोचते हैं कि जो नॉर्मल 9 to 5 की जॉब है उससे एक लिमिटेड पैसा ही कमा सकते हैं, लेकिन जो सोशल मीडिया की दुनिया है, अगर उसमें पर्सन पर टैलेंट हो या कभी कोई टैलेंट ना भी हो, ठीक है, तो पर्सन अच्छा खासा इन्फ्लुएंस पैसा कमा सकता है. उसके लिए कुछ लोग बहुत लिमिट से भी आगे बढ़ जाते हैं, क्रिंज कंटेंट भी बनाते हैं, डार्क कंटेंट बनाते हैं, और थोड़ा सा जो 18+ कंटेंट जो होता है वो भी बनाते हैं, जो मतलब एथिकली कुछ लोगों के लिए ठीक है, कुछ लोगों के लिए ठीक नहीं है. ठीक है, तो आपके इस बारे में क्या सोच है कि कोई भी कंटेंट अगर आप बना रहे हैं इट्स ओनली फॉर द मनी, और एथिकली भी वो सही होना चाहिए या नहीं होना चाहिए?
Yeah, so as we were discussing, I started journey almost from 10 years, right, for content creation. So I always did those stuff which gave me the ethical values. I don't do those collaborations which doesn't align with my ethical values. So yeah, there are influencer who does dark content which I don't believe doing it. So yeah, so that's my perspective, because eventually I have to show my face to God the Almighty. So I believe in that perspective. Whatever I do clean activity.
Okay, so among all the fields that you have been, like you have been to government, corporate, acting, modeling, and now influence, social media, and dancing also. So what was the most valuable lesson that you have learned in life that you always stick to?
What I have learned is, sometimes some people says me that you are trying your luck in all the factors, in all the industries of entertainment. Do you think you can win big? I get this question a lot. मैं बस यही बोलती हूँ कि by going to different perspective of life, you learn how we can do better in that particular industry, be it singing or acting or modeling or beauty pageantry or dancing or content creation. So in all these industries, I have learned, the ways how to survive, how to do better than before. Though I am not a pro now, but I'm trying my best because I know where I can fail and where I can win. So that's what I have learned so far.
Okay. Talking about the dancing industry, you are also a dancer. So when did you start dancing and ये डांस की जो इंडस्ट्री है, जो डांसिंग का जो प्रोफेशन है या फिर हॉबी कह सकते हैं, इसको आप कैसे लेते हो? मतलब हॉबी की तरह लेते हो, प्रोफेशन की तरह लेते हो या फिर एक स्किल डेवलपमेंट की तरह लेते हैं आप? तो डांसिंग वाले बताइए कुछ.
Okay, so if I talk about dance, I'm not a professional dancer, if I must say, and yeah, I keep on doing dance because since I was into entertainment industry, since I was into acting, so dance is one of the thing which you have to know, to be in entertainment industry, and yeah, so I have not learned dance before. I just do, the basic dance which everyone does, but to professional dancing, if I must talk about, then I just started learning this Latin dance which is bachata and salsa from 1.5 year from Priyanka Kirid in Pune. And yes, so the journey is really, really great, and I'm thankful to Priyanka for teaching me this, because bachata is always my love, because I had some clients from Spain who used to talk about bachata a lot, and that's where I just started having this dream of learning this dance form, and I started learning from 1.5 year, and I love that dance form, and yeah, so it's pretty great now.
डांस आपके लिए फिर क्या है? थेरेपी, स्किल, प्रोफेशन या फिर इट्स स्किल डेवलपमेंट? तो आउट ऑफ 4 आपके लिए डांस क्या है?
I can say dance is like a therapy for me. Yeah, so if you see these days people are so stressed out, because of work, because of multiple things in family or in office or wherever they do the work. So to release the stress, this is one of the thing which can give you the therapy you need to feel good, to feel peaceful, to feel joyful. So dance is that for me.
Okay, so today is 14 February. It's the Valentine's Day. So have you ever received any weird or funny proposal ever maybe on DMs or in the personal or in college? Have you any funny proposal have you received? You might be receiving many proposals, and that I can say. But any funny or any unique proposal that you have received in your life that you still remember? And did you say yes to or no to? You have to say also that. Okay.
Okay, proposals I have got many in office too, and in schools, colleges, and even in the industries wherever I have worked. The funniest, if I remember, I think it was in school time, maybe, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so in school time, there were 3 to 4 guys who came to propose, and they told that we all love you. We all love you so much. You have to choose all of us.
What the hell?
Yes, so literally it happened.
That was not funny actually.
And
My
that
gosh.
was in school. I think it was in 8th standard maybe.
8th standard.
Yes.
8th standard guys are like this. My gosh.
And I was still wondering what the hell is happening, and I was not in that age to understand those stuff.
Even in this age, I cannot understand this. In any of the age, nobody can understand this thing. Like 3 or 4 guys, like we have to. What is this?
So I didn't know what to say, and I just told, just get lost. I don't know anything. I don't know how to, answer you. Like I didn't have any answer.
Yeah, it's one of the nicest thing you can say. You could have said anything else, more weird and more like this is not acceptable. Yeah. Okay, talking about your college life. How was your college life?
College life was amazing because I'm not boasting it, but I was literally enjoying the attention always, seniors, juniors, all were around me because I used to sing, I used to dance, I used to act, even in the classrooms when, we didn't have any classes. So all my college students and even the seniors, they all used to come to my classroom just to see my singing, dancing, acting, and also I used to do hosting sometimes. So they used to enjoy those stuff, and they used to always around me, and they used to give me the confidence that wow, you can do multiple things.
कुछ लोग जो पेरेंट्स होते हैं वो स्ट्रिक्ट होते हैं, उनका ये कहना होता है कि सिर्फ आप पढ़ाई तक ही स्ट्रिक्ट स्टक रहिए, पढ़ोगे लिखोगे तो बनोगे नवाब, खेलोगे कूदो या कुछ और भी करोगे तो बनोगे खराब। ठीक है, तो आपके पेरेंट्स कितने सपोर्टिव थे किसी भी डांसिंग को लेके, या फिर वो भी कहते थे कि सिर्फ पढ़ाई करो और आप पेरेंट्स से चुप चुप के ये सब एक्टिविटीज करते थे? तो वर योर पेरेंट्स सपोर्टिव और डांसिंग, सिंगिंग, मॉडलिंग?
So my parents are, very traditional. They are also into state government in Orissa, and they always believe that you need to study, you need to do the government job, and that's all how the life should be. But I wanted a different kinds of life. So I tried multiple things so far, and by God's grace, maybe I'll do big thing in future if I have the blessing of God and blessing of my family and friends and surroundings. But yes, that's how it is.
And what was their reaction when you told them that I have left the government job or I'm going to leave the government service? So what was their reaction?
Literally, my dad did not speak to me for 1 year.
1 year?
Yes, that's how it
That's
happened.
a very hell lot of time.
Yes, because he was so sad about it, because it was a respectful job. Indeed, yeah.
Okay, the last question of this podcast: is Nivedita Nayak a spiritual person? Tell me about your spirituality.
Yes, spirituality is everything to me, because without spirituality I cannot even operate in whatever industries I have started my work. I always think that what God will think if I do this, what spirituality will tell me if I do this. I always make sure that whatever I'm doing, it is aligned with God. I may do mistakes because I'm a human. I can do mistakes, but I make sure that I'm not doing those bigger mistakes which can trouble people or trouble God himself. तो spirituality मेरे लिए सब कुछ है, और I believe कृष्ण भगवान है लॉर्ड। और जैसे मैं उड़ीसा से हूँ, जगन्नाथ जी के स्टेट से, तो जगन्नाथ जी मेरे आराध्य हैं, तो कृष्ण भगवान तो जगन्नाथ जी के अवतार हैं। तो आई टोटली बिलीव इन कृष्ण भगवान और उनकी लीला। तो बस वही मेरे सब कुछ हैं, और जो भी मैं करूँ लाइफ में, बस उनका ही मतलब प्यार, दया और कुछ भी बोल सकते हैं, वो मिलता रहे। बस that's what spirituality is all about to me, and I operate only through spirituality.
So thank you, Nivedita, for such a lovely podcast. It was lovely meeting you, and we will hope to see you again on our show. So we will end this podcast. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Shanu, for calling me, and we had a wonderful time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Nivedita, for coming to our show. This is Little Hamper. It has been sponsored by Bice to you. Please have it.
Thank you so much, Shanu. This is really, amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We will see you again.